Hello students, hope you all are fine. Now we will start new chapter, that is chapter 7, Congruence of Triangles, standard 7th NCERT. Now before we go to the textual exercise of this chapter, I want to give you a short introduction about this chapter. So in this video we will discuss about the subtopics, the definitions which are related to this chapter. So first of all, the chapter name is Congruence of Triangles. Okay, so let us first try to understand what is congruence. The word congruence or congruent. Okay, what is the meaning of this word congruence? Okay, so first of all we will try to understand that what is actually congruence. Then we will go to congruence of triangles. Okay, first of all, congruence means when two objects, if they are same in shape and size, then such two objects are called congruent. For example, suppose if I am taking these two pen, okay, this is one pen, okay, and this is another pen. If you see these two pen, both are same in shape and size, so these two objects are congruent. So they are same in shape and size, so they are congruent. Similarly, if you take another example, for example, I have these rulers. Okay, so these two rulers, they are same in shape and size, so they are congruent. So there are many objects around you. If you see them carefully, they are exactly same in shape and size. If you take examples of blades, examples of pages of the book, here also I have taken pages. So all the pages, they exactly overlap each other, so they are all congruent pages. Okay, so congruent means objects having same shape and size. They should have same shape and size and they should overlap each other. See, for example, my this two hands, my this palm, they are also congruent to each other. They are exactly equal. If you compare your first finger and your second finger, they are exactly same. Similarly, this finger exactly same. Similarly, the thumb, okay, exactly same in shape and size. So what I mean to say is these two hands, okay, of a person, of a same person, they are always congruent. Similarly, your eyes, your both eyes are same in shape and size, so they are also congruent. Now how to check whether the objects are congruent or not? So you can easily check by superposition or by overlapping. Now what is superposition? Superposition means, for example, if I want to check whether these two rulers are congruent or not, so what I will do, I will keep these two ruler one over other, means I will keep it like this. Okay, so this ruler I am keeping like this. So I have kept like this, and after keeping it, what you can see, it has got exactly overlap. Okay, कहीं से भी ये बाहर नहीं आ रहा है. Okay, ये exactly इसके ऊपर fit हो गया है. It is properly fit on this object. Okay, कहीं से भी ऐसा नहीं है कि वो बाहर आ रहा है या ऊपर नीचे हो. No, it is exactly overlapping. Okay, so these two rulers, they are exactly overlapping each other. Okay, so they are congruent, means they are same in shape and size, they are congruent. So by overlapping or by superposition, this is called superposition, जो एक के ऊपर एक रखते हैं हम, that is superposition. So this way you can check whether the objects are congruent or not. Similarly, your these two hands, if you keep it like this, they will exactly fit on each other. Okay, your both the thumbs, okay, this and this, from everywhere it will exactly fit on each other. They will exactly overlap each other, these two hands. Okay, you cannot make out that any finger coming outside or going outside. Okay, so this way you can overlap the things and you can check whether they are similar or not. In your daily life also there are many examples. You can take examples of bangles of a same person, they are also congruent. Similarly, earrings दोनों same design की होगी, so they are also congruent. Similarly, stamp, postal stamps are also available. Okay, so that stamps, they are also congruent. Similarly, if you take 1 rupee coin, if you take two coins of 1 rupee and if you overlap each other, okay, if you keep it like this, they will be same in shape and size. ऐसा नहीं होता है कि 1 rupee का एक coin छोटा है और दूसरा coin बड़ा है, दोनों same होता है. Okay, so these are the examples of congruent objects. So when the objects are exactly same in shape and size, they are called to be congruent. So this is the meaning of congruent. See, in textbook some examples are given. So this is one example of blades. two blades, if you keep over each other, or if you overlap, or if you superposition, if you do, these two blades, they are of the same shape and size and they will overlap each other. एक दूसरे के ऊपर वो अच्छे से fit हो जाएंगे. It means they are congruent. Similarly, if you see this, these two papers are of same shape and size, so they also overlap each other. Similarly, these two biscuits of the same packet. Now not another biscuit. Suppose एक बिस्किट आप पार्ले जी की ले रहे हो और दूसरी बिस्किट आप क्रैक एंड जैक की ले रहे हो, क्रैक जैक या फिर मैरीगोल्ड. So no, not that way. Both biscuits should be of the same packets. Okay, so these two biscuits, they are also congruent to each other. These two toys, okay, this is also one more example given to you. So these two toys, they are exactly same in shape and size. So these are some examples. There are many more examples in your everyday life. If you look around, you will be able to list out many more examples which are congruent to each other. So this was about congruent. So congruent means when the objects are same in shape and size, they are called congruent to each other. Now the meaning of congruent is clear to you. Congruent means having same shape and size. Shape and size should be same. Okay, so this is the meaning of congruent. Now that was about objects. Now when we talk about congruence of plane figures, okay, now we are coming to maths. So congruence of plane figures, if you cut out two triangles or two circles or two squares or rectangles, any plane figure, okay, so any plane figure if you draw and if you cut out and if you keep it over each other, okay, they will exactly overlap, and if they will exactly overlap means they are congruent to each other. So for example, I have drawn these two triangles, so they are congruent to each other. They should overlap each other. Okay, आपको उसको जरा भी twist नहीं करना है, bend नहीं करना है, stretch नहीं करना है, easily वो overlap हो जाना चाहिए. It means that these two shapes, these two plane figures, they are congruent to each other. Okay, so this was about plane figures. Now, when two line segments can be congruent, okay, line segments congruent कब होंगी? If we talk about line segments, so when two line segments can be congruent, so in line segment what we measure length, okay, that you know. So in line segment we measure the length. So if the lengths are same, then two line segments are said to be congruent. For example, यहाँ पे मैंने एक लाइन सेगमेंट ड्रॉ की है, ओके, दिस इज वन लाइन सेगमेंट, और ये सेकेंड लाइन सेगमेंट यहाँ पे मैं ड्रॉ कर रही हूँ. नाउ दीज टू लाइन सेगमेंट्स आर कॉन्ग्रुएंट इफ देयर लेंथ इज सेम. अगर सपोज ये भी 4 सेंटीमीटर का है और ये भी 4 सेंटीमीटर का है, मीन्स देयर लेंथ शुड बी सेम. इफ द लेंथ इज सेम, देन दीज टू लाइन सेगमेंट्स आर सेड टू बी कॉन्ग्रुएंट. सो व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट कॉन्ग्रुएंसी ऑफ लाइन सेगमेंट, लेंथ शुड बी सेम, तो उसका जो लेंथ है वो सेम होना चाहिए. देन वी कैन से दैट दीज टू लाइन सेगमेंट्स आर कॉन्ग्रुएंट. यू कैन टेक अदर एग्जांपल्स. फॉर एग्जांपल, दिस लाइन सेगमेंट इज ऑफ 5 सेंटीमीटर. दूसरा लाइन सेगमेंट जरूरी नहीं है कि हमको ऐसे ही ड्रॉ करना है, हम ऐसे भी ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं. सपोज ये है दूसरा लाइन सेगमेंट, दिस इज ऑल्सो 5 सेंटीमीटर. सो दीज बोथ लाइन सेगमेंट्स आर ऑल्सो ऑफ 5 सेंटीमीटर, सो दे आर ऑल्सो कॉन्ग्रुएंट. सो दिस इज इन केस ऑफ line segments. So line segments में we will compare the length should be same. Now how we will know about angles, that the angles are congruent or not? So for angles what we measure the degree. What is the degree measure of the angle? For example, ये एक angle है, okay, and this is second angle. Now I want to know that these two angles are congruent or not. ये दोनों एंगल जो है वो congruent है या नहीं, तो कैसे पता चलेगा? एंगल्स में हम क्या मेजर करते हैं? दिस, वी मेजर दिस. ओके, सो वी शुड हैव द मेजरमेंट ऑफ दिस एंगल. सपोज इफ दिस इज 40 डिग्री एंड दिस इज ऑल्सो 40 डिग्री, अगर दोनों 40 डिग्री है, इट मीन्स दैट दीज टू एंगल्स आर congruent. Okay, so angles में we want the measure of that angle, measure of angle we want. So measure of angle we should have to compare angles. So if these angles are same, then they can be called as congruent. Now sometimes angles are drawn like this way. Suppose अगर मैं 30 degree draw कर रही हूँ, okay, so this is 30 degree. Now second angle, these rays are extended, okay, but this is also 30 degree. Okay, ये जो इसका arm है, this arms are shorter, and here the arms are stretched out. Okay, now third figure, if I draw, the arms are stretched out more. Okay, so this arms does not matter. अगर ये arms अगर थोड़ा लंबा है दोनों, तो उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, हमको सिर्फ ये एंगल मेजरमेंट देखना है. अगर ये 30 डिग्री है, ये भी 30 डिग्री है, इट मीन्स दे आर बोथ congruent. So you don't have to see these arms. For example, if I draw one more 30 degree angle, and if I take the arms, if I stretch out more, okay, if I stretch out more, so these three are congruent. Okay, because we just have to see this angle measurement, 30 degree, 30 degree and 30 degree. ये arms जो stretch out हो रहा है, here it is shorter, then little bit it is stretched out, then it is stretched out more. So these arms, दे डज नॉट मैटर, उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. हमको सिर्फ ये मेजरमेंट पार्ट ये देखना है हमको, वो अगर सेम है, इट मीन्स द एंगल्स आर congruent. So this was in case of angles. Now suppose if we talk about circles, how we will come to know that two circles are congruent. Two circles, suppose I am drawing rough figure of two circles. Okay, suppose ये दोनों circles मैंने draw किया है. Okay, अभी मुझे पता लगाना है कि ये दोनों सर्कल्स आर दे कॉन्ग्रुएंट और नॉट. इफ आई वांट टू नो दैट दीज सर्कल्स आर कॉन्ग्रुएंट और नॉट, सो व्हाट आई शुड नो, सी फॉर लाइन सेगमेंट आई शुड नो लेंथ, for angles I should know the measure of these angles. Similarly in circle, what is important, what we should know? Okay, so we should know the radius. So radius of the circle we should know. If the radius are equal, then these two circles are said to be congruent. So circles में हम क्या देखेंगे, radius. अगर radius same है दोनों circle का, it means that the two circles are congruent. So this was about congruency of plane figures, about line segment, angles and circles. Now how to compare congruency in case of triangles. The chapter name is congruence of triangles. So now coming to the topic, we will discuss about congruency of triangles. Now when we discuss about triangles, there are total 6 parts in a triangle. So now congruency in triangles, how we can find out in triangles. So when we compare two triangles, first of all, if we draw any triangle, for example, I am drawing triangle ABC, and next I am drawing PQR. So these two triangles I have drawn. Okay, now if I want to compare these two triangles, whether they are congruent or not. So first of all, a triangle has how many parts? If you see the triangle, there are 3 sides. Okay, then there are 3 angles, and then there are 3 vertices. So vertices are just a vertex point. Vertices are just a point. So point से कोई पता नहीं चलेगा और कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. So point we don't have to see. Vertices means this vertex point, point A, point B and point C. Here point Q, R and point P. So vertices means just the vertex point, this. So point we don't have to see. 3 sides and 3 angles we need to compare. So when we talk about congruency in triangles, we need to see 3 sides and 3 angles. Now 3 sides means not any 3 sides, we have to see the corresponding side. Now what is the meaning of corresponding? One more new word for you. Not new, you have already dealt with this word in previous chapter. Corresponding. Okay, now what is the meaning of corresponding? Corresponding means we have to see the position of the side. For example, if AB is equal to PQ, अगर AB के equal में PQ दिया है, तो AB और PQ ये दोनों जो है that will be same, and they both are corresponding. Okay, so if I write, suppose if I am writing triangle ABC and triangle PQR. So these are the two triangles which I have taken. Now I will write the corresponding parts. Corresponding parts means ये जो दो triangle है इसके हम parts compare करेंगे. So जो triangle ABC है इसमें first letter क्या है? A. So ये जो vertices A है, we are first comparing the vertices. Okay, vertex point. So इस triangle ABC में जो vertex A है, okay, at the same position, if we come to here, okay, we get P. यहाँ पे A है, वैसे ही इस ट्राइंगल में A की जगह पे यहाँ पे सेम पोजीशन पे सेम प्लेस पे A की जगह पे यहाँ पे कौन है? P. तो A जो है that is corresponding to P. Now this is the symbol of correspondence. Okay, A corresponds to P. Hope it is clear. A corresponds to P means A and P. Okay, if we cut out these two and if we overlap them, okay, अगर मैं ये दोनों triangles cut करूंगी और इसको exactly इसके ऊपर if I overlap, if I keep it over it, तो point A के ऊपर point P आएगा, right? Point B के ऊपर point Q will come and point C will overlap with point R, with point R. So if I cut out this and if I keep it over this, okay, इसको अगर मैं cut out करके इसके ऊपर रखूंगी, so what will happen? Point P will come over point A, Q will come over B and R will come over C. So this is the meaning of corresponding, means A के जगह A के साथ correspondence में P आएगा, B के साथ Q आएगा और C के साथ R आएगा. So A with P. Similarly you have to see the second letter B and here second letter is Q. So B corresponds to Q. Similarly third letter is C and that side third letter is R. So C corresponds to R. Now these are the vertices, vertex point. Now we will talk about sides. So if we talk about sides, sides means we have to see this side, okay, AB. So when I will see the side AB, at the same time यहाँ पे AB है, so at the same time यहाँ पे कौन से letters आएंगे? PQ. You can see from this also, without seeing the figure also you can make out. अगर मैं साइड ए बी की बात करूं, दिस फर्स्ट टू लेटर, तो यहाँ पे फर्स्ट टू लेटर कौन सा है? पी क्यू. अगर आपने पी क्यू के जगह क्यू आर लिख दिया देन इट इज रॉन्ग. सो यू हैव टू टेक द प्रॉपर कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग साइड्स, नॉट एनी साइड यू कैन टेक. ओके, सो विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस नेम विच इज गिवन टू यू, ए बी सी and PQR, you don't have to change the order of the letters. Okay, so AB, जो साइड AB है उसके साथ कौन सा साइड कॉरस्पॉन्ड होगा इस ट्राइंगल का? सो PQ. ओके, सिमिलरली इस ट्राइंगल में अगर मैं साइड BC की बात कर रही हूँ, सो फॉर दिस ट्राइंगल विच साइड इज कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग? QR. सो BC इज कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग टू QR, मीन्स BC के जगह पे ये ट्राइंगल अगर मैं कंपेयर करूँ, सो QR विल ओवरलैप ओवर दिस. So BC corresponds to QR. Similarly AC, this third side corresponds to PR. So AC corresponds to PR. So these are the vertices, these are the sides. Similarly you can write the angles as well. So if we talk about angles, angle A, so angle A that will correspond to which angle? Angle A के correspondence में कौन सा एंगल आएगा from this figure? सो ऑब्वियसली एंगल P. ए की जगह पे कौन सा लेटर है? P. सो यहाँ पे A और वहाँ पे P. सो दिस वे, दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ कॉरस्पॉन्डेंस. यू कांट टेक A with Q or A with R. You have to see the position properly. Similarly, angle B corresponds to angle Q and angle C corresponds to angle R. So this type of questions are there in textbook. They have given that any two triangle, they have given that this is congruent to this. Now name the corresponding parts. ये दोनों ट्राइंगल अगर सेम है, congruent है, तो उसके कौन से पार्ट्स सेम होंगे? correspondence parts means you have to give the name of corresponding parts. So in that case you will write like this: corresponding parts, vertices, sides और angles. This way you have to list out. So इस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस आपको बुक में आएंगे, how to write the corresponding parts. So this was about parts of triangle, congruency of triangle. Now in congruency of triangle, always it is not necessary that we have to see everything: sides, vertices, angles, all vertices, all sides and all angles. So there are 4 criterias. Okay, for congruency of triangle there are 4 criteria is given, so we have to check with the help of that 4 criteria. So now we will discuss the 4 criteria for congruency of triangles. Now before we go to the criterias, we are going to use one symbol for congruent, and that symbol is how to write. If 2 triangles are congruent, we write the symbol like this way. So this is the symbol for congruent. So this symbol, okay, this symbol is for congruent. So suppose if I want to write that this triangle ABC and this triangle PQR, they are congruent, they are both same in shape and size. मुझे अगर लिखना है कि ये दोनों कॉन्ग्रुएंट है, तो मैं उसको हाउ आई विल राइट इट? इफ आई वांट टू राइट दैट ट्राइंगल एबीसी एंड ट्राइंगल पीक्यूआर दे बोथ आर कॉन्ग्रुएंट, हाउ आई विल राइट इट? सो इन सिंबल फॉर्म, इन मैथमेटिकल फॉर्म, वी विल राइट इट लाइक दिस: triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. So this is the symbol of congruent, that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. So this is the symbol for congruent which we are going to use in this chapter. Now we will discuss about 4 congruency criteria for triangles. Now we will discuss the 4 congruency criteria, which is the important part of this chapter. So in that, first criteria is SSS criteria. Now what is SSS? SSS means side, side, side. So 3 sides we have to see. So SSS means side, side, side criteria. So whenever we compare 2 triangles, suppose 2 triangles is given and both are corresponding to each other, okay, उनके सारे parts exactly corresponding है. So under a given correspondence, the 3 sides of one triangle, okay, they should be equal to the 3 sides of the other triangle, okay, not any 3 sides, corresponding sides of the other triangle. Then the triangles are said to be congruent. Okay, for example, suppose if one triangle is given to you, A, B, C, and second triangle is given inverted. See, figure can be given anyhow. Figure can be given same, identical, or they can be given inverted. You have to find out that which side is equal to which side. Carefully you have to see and you have to find out. So P, Q and R. Okay, now suppose this is given 5 centimeter, this is given 6 centimeter, okay, and this is 7 centimeter. Okay, similarly this side, this is given 5 centimeter, this is given 6 centimeter, this is given 7 centimeter. Okay, so triangle can be given inverted. Triangle आपको inverted दिया होगा. Okay, ऐसे भी figures दिया होगा आपको. You have to find out the proper corresponding side. कौन से side के कौन सा side equal है वो आपको you have to find out carefully by observing the figure. So first criteria is SSS, side, side, side criteria. So these 2 triangle we have to check whether it is satisfying this condition or not. So as I said, the 3 sides of one triangle should be equal to the corresponding 3 sides of other triangle. Okay, then the 2 triangles are said to be congruent. So now we will write that which side is equal to which side. So if you see this side AB, okay, this side AB is 5 centimeter और यहाँ पे कौन सा side है 5 centimeter? If you see the figure carefully, this PR is 5 centimeter. So AB is equal to PR, okay, and they both are 5 centimeter. AB is equal to PR. This AB is equal to PR. Now don't get confused, don't take AB with PQ. आपको measurement देखना है, कौन सा measurement same है. ये 5 है, so AB के साथ ये वाला part आएगा. So you need to be very careful when you write the parts. So AB equal to PR or AB is correspondence with PR. Both are 5 centimeter. Okay. Next BC. So if you see BC is 6 centimeter and here PQ is 6 centimeter. So BC is equal to PQ and both are 6 centimeter. Okay. Third side AC, for this triangle AC and for this triangle QR is 7. So this is 7 and this is 7. So AC is equal to QR and both are 7 centimeter. So 3 sides are equal. So AB of this triangle and PR of this triangle. Okay. So ये AB के साथ इस triangle में कौन सा correspondence part है जो equal है. So you can see with the help of measurement that AB के साथ with AB PR is equal, with BC PQ is equal and with AC QR is equal. So this is side, this is also side and this is also side. So side, side, side. So 3 sides of this triangle is equal to 3 side corresponding 3 side of this triangle, another triangle. It means that these 2 triangle are congruent by SSS criteria. So this is the first criteria that इस triangle के 3 sides और इस triangle के 3 sides they should be equal, they should be same. Then we can say that they are congruent. अगर 3 में से एक भी side equal नहीं है then they cannot be congruent. So final statement we will write like this: triangle ABC is congruent, this is the symbol of congruent, is congruent to triangle RPQ. So you need to be very careful when you write the name of the triangle. So ABC के साथ PQR नहीं आएगा because the parts you need to see. So with AB RP is equal, with BC PQ is equal. So triangle ABC corresponds to triangle RPQ. So these two triangles are congruent by SSS criteria. By SSS criteria, these two triangles are equal. So this was the first criteria in which we see the sides. Now we will discuss the second criteria. Now we will discuss the second congruency criteria for triangles, that is SAS congruence criterion. Okay, now we will discuss SAS congruence criterion. We have seen SSS, side, side, side. Now we will see SAS congruence criterion. Now as it is written SAS, SAS means side, angle, side. So the full form of this is side, angle, side. It means that for two triangle, when we compare whether they are congruent or not, two side and one angle should be equal. So here two sides and one angle should be equal, then we can say that the two triangles are congruent. Now when we talk about this one angle, see the angle is written in between the two sides. So in the figure also you need to see the angle which is in between the two sides. कोई भी angle नहीं चलेगा, जो equal वाला जो angle है that should be in between the two equal sides, not any angle will do. So as the definition suggests, SAS congruence criterion, if under a correspondence two sides and the angle included, so included means the angle should be between the two sides, not any angle. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप 3 में से कोई भी एक angle you will take equal and it is congruent. No, the angle should be included angle, so it should be included between them. Okay, जो two equal sides आपको दी है figure में. Okay, the angle should be between that two equal sides. So included, that is why the word included is used over here, so you need to be very careful. So included between them of a triangle are equal of two corresponding sides. Okay, so the angle which is included in between the two equal sides, that angle we have to see. So if two sides and one included angle of one triangle and two sides and one included angle of second triangle, if they are equal, then we can say that the triangles are congruent. So this is the second congruency criteria, that two sides and the angle included between them of a triangle are equal to two corresponding sides and the angle included between them of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. So let us try to understand this with the help of figure. So as per the definition, two sides and one angle of first triangle and two sides and one angle of second triangle should be equal. If this condition is satisfied, then the triangles are said to be congruent. Okay, now angle should be included angle. So included angle means it should be in between the two sides. Okay, so here your this side AB is 7 centimeter and from this triangle DE is 7 centimeter. Okay, so this side is equal to this side, so AB is equal to DE. Similarly BC is 5 centimeter and here EF is 5 centimeter, so BC is equal to EF, both are 5 centimeter. And the angle बीच में लिखा है दोनों साइड के, so angle भी ये दोनों साइड जो equal sides है, in between these two sides the angle should be given. So see, the angle is given here 50 degree and here also the angle is given in between these two sides. If the angle is given here and or if the angle is given here, then we cannot consider. Okay, so the angle should be compulsorily, it should be between these two equal sides, otherwise it is not congruent. Okay, so ये angle आपको कहाँ लेना है, कहाँ पे होना चाहिए? Condition is the angle should be between the two equal sides. That is why the word is used included angle. The angle which is included between these two sides, that angle we have to take. So here by SAS congruency, side, angle, side, if you see the order, this side is given, so side, then angle is given, so A, and then again this side is given, so SAS congruency criteria. Similarly here also SAS. But if suppose यहाँ पे angle दिया होगा तो वो हो जाएगा ASS or something else, so criteria will not follow. So that is why the sequence is very important. Side, angle, side. तो जो इक्वल एंगल आपको दिया है वो दोनों साइड के बीच में होना चाहिए कंपलसरी, कोई भी एंगल नहीं चलेगा. यहाँ पे 50 डिग्री दिया है और यहाँ 50 डिग्री दिया है, देन इट इज रॉन्ग then we cannot consider. Now let us write the corresponding parts of these two triangles. So AB is equal to, or you can write correspondence symbol also. AB is equal to which side? DE. यहाँ पे AB और यहाँ पे DE. So this AB of this triangle and DE of this triangle is equal and both are 7 centimeter. Next AB और DE हो गया, right? Now next what is given? Angle is given. So angle B, symbol of angle B is equal to angle E. Both are 50. Both are equal. So angle B is equal to angle E. Now BC is given. So BC is equal to EF. So what I mean to say is, this is AB and DE. This is side, this is angle, and this is again side. So SAS criteria. Okay, so by SAS criteria, this triangle is congruent to this triangle. So you can write the final statement that by SAS congruency criteria, you can say that triangle ABC is congruent, okay, to triangle DEF. So this way the definition states this, and this is the condition. The angle should be in between. You can see other figure where angle is given here, or the side is given, these two sides are given and angle is given over here. So you need to see the figure very carefully. So this was SAS congruency criteria. Now we will see the third criteria. Now we will talk about the third criteria, that is ASA congruence criteria. We have seen two criteria. Now we will discuss third criteria. According to this criteria, if under a correspondence two angles and the included side of a triangle are equal to the corresponding angles and the included side of another triangle, then the triangles are said to be congruent. Now here ASA is given. So ASA means angle side angle. Now here included side, we have to consider this word, very important, included side. Included side means जो दो एंगल है, that equal side should be between the two angles, then only we can consider that they are congruent. So any side cannot be considered, it should be included. That is why the word is given two angles and the included side. तो जैसे यहाँ पे दिया है order ASA, जो S है that is between these two letters A. Similarly in the figure also, the side should be, the equal side should be between the two equal angles, then only we can consider. So let us see this criteria with figure. As per the third criteria, that is angle side angle, angle side angle. So the side which is equal, it should be between the two angles, not any side. Okay, so this included side, in previous criteria included angle was there, and here included side is there. So side should be between the two equal angles, so that side we need to consider. For example, suppose this is the figure, okay, triangle ABC, and this is another figure of triangle PQR. Suppose these two triangles are given to you. Now to satisfy this congruency criteria, according to this criteria, two angles, suppose this angle is 30 degree and this angle is 60 degree. Here also this angle is 30 and this angle is 60 degree. So this angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q. So two angles, okay, they are equal. Now side, so the side which is equal or which should be equal, which side we have to consider? Obviously the side is given between the two angles. So between these two angles, which side is coming? If you see the figure, ये दोनों एंगल के बीच में कौन सा साइड है, कौन सा साइड ये दोनों एंगल के बीच में पड़ रहा है, that you need to see. So this side, obviously this AB is coming between these two angles. So this side, suppose if this is 7 centimeters, so this also should be 7 centimeter. If suppose if this is not given and this is given equal, अगर ये आपको equal दिया है तो ये एंगल साइड हो जाएगा AAS, और AAS कोई क्राइटेरिया नहीं है, then it will be wrong. ओके, और सपोज अगर यहाँ पे दिया है देन ऑल्सो इट इज रॉन्ग. सो जैसे नाम दिया है आपको एंगल साइड एंगल, सो अकॉर्डिंग टू द नेम ऑफ द क्राइटेरिया द ऑर्डर द सीक्वेंस शुड बी देयर. सो एंगल साइड एंगल मीन्स नाउ इट इज एंगल साइड angle. If you see the figure, it is angle, side, and then angle. So between these two angle, this side is given. So side should be between these two angle. So you need to see the figure very carefully. Now we will write the parts which are equal. So angle A is given. Angle A is equal to angle P. So angle is given. Okay, see the criteria. Criteria also we will write here. So angle is given. Now then side is given AB. So AB is given and AB is equal to PQ. So now side is given. Then again angle B is given. So angle B is equal to angle Q. So again angle is given. So angle, side, angle. So the criteria is satisfied. ओके सो कंपल्सरी द फिगर शुड बी लाइक दिस, एंगल, साइड, एंगल. अगर ये साइड यहाँ पे दिया है, अगर सपोज यहाँ पे नहीं दिया है आपको, इफ 7 सेंटीमीटर इज गिवन ओवर हियर, देन यू विल स्ट्रेट अवे राइट दैट नो इट इज नॉट कॉन्ग्रुएंट, because this is the condition, angle, side, angle. So you need to see the figure that angle, side and angle. If it is like this, then only the triangles are said to be congruent. So now you will write that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. By which criteria? By angle, side, angle congruency criteria. By angle, side, angle congruency criteria. So in textual exercises there are figures given to you and you have to find out which criteria it is showing. So you need to be very careful when you see the figure. So this was the third criteria. Now we will discuss the fourth and the last criteria for congruency of triangles. Now this is the fourth congruency criteria. If under a correspondence the hypotenuse and one side of a right angled triangle are respectively equal. So this criteria is for 90-degree triangle. One angle should be right angle. It should be 90 degree. And hypotenuse means the longest side of the triangle. So longest side of the triangle is called hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse and one side. Now this one side, it is not mentioned. So any side can be taken. So hypotenuse, one side and one right angled. So that is why the name is RHS congruency. If you see the name, it is RHS. R means it should be right angle. The angle should be 90 degree. H means hypotenuse and S means any one side should be equal. So if these three of one triangle are equal and these three of another triangle are equal, then the two triangles are said to be congruent. So if under a correspondence the hypotenuse and one side of a right angled triangle, not any triangle, it should be right angled triangle, are respectively equal to the hypotenuse and one side of another triangle, okay, and another triangle also, it should be right angle triangle, then the triangles are congruent, and that is why it is called RHS congruency. Okay, so R means right angle, H means hypotenuse, and S means side. So now let us see the fourth congruency criteria with figure. So now this is the fourth congruency criteria, RHS congruence criterion. R means right, right means right angle, it should be 90-degree triangle. So this criteria is only for right angled triangle. The triangle should be 90 degree, right angle triangle hona chahiye. So one angle should be right angle, then hypotenuse should be equal and one side. So these three conditions we need to check. So right angle, hypotenuse and one side of one triangle should be equal to the right angle, hypotenuse and side of another triangle, then the two triangles are said to be congruent. So suppose this is the figure, okay, these both triangles are right angled triangle. If you see, this is 90 degree, okay, so these both triangles which I have drawn are right angled triangle. Now let us give the name. For example, I am giving PQR and ABC. Okay, so in this is right angled, so this is right angled at Q and here right angled at B. So right angle is there. Now what is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse means the longest side of the triangle. Longest side is this side. In any right angle triangle, this third side, this side is the longest side. So ये जो longest side है, that is called hypotenuse. So this you need to understand, this longest side is called hypotenuse. So this is hypotenuse. For this triangle, this is hypotenuse. So this both should be equal. And side, side means ये दोनों में से कोई भी एक side equal होना चाहिए. So one right angle, one hypotenuse and one side. So for example, this is 3 centimeter and this is 8 centimeter. Similarly, This is also 3 centimeter and this is also 8 centimeter. Now if you compare these both triangle, so according to this congruency criteria, these both triangle we can say that they are congruent, because as per the condition right angle is there. So yes, angle Q is equal to angle B. Angle Q or angle B both are equal and both are right angle. Both are equal to 90 degree. Both are right angle. So I am writing R. Next, hypotenuse PR. PR. Now this is side. So symbol of side. So PR is equal to AC. PR is equal to AC. They both are same and both are 8 centimeter. Both are equal, both are 8 centimeter and both are hypotenuse. So write here H. Okay. Now third side, PQ is given equal to AB. PQ is given equal to AB. So PQ is equal to AB and both are 3 centimeter. So this is the third side. So side is there. So S. Longest side, hypotenuse. So here we will write H. Okay. And this side is given. So by RHS congruency criteria, these three conditions are satisfied. So these both triangles are said to be congruent by RHS congruency criteria. So you can write final statement that by RHS we can say that triangle PQR, this way PQR. Now middle letter we are writing Q. So the right angle, the middle letter is Q. Similarly here also you need to mind well the order. So ABC, that is congruent to triangle ABC. So यहाँ पे Q पे 90 degree है और यहाँ पे B पे 90 degree है. So when you name like this, you need to be very careful. So triangle PQR is congruent to triangle ABC. Why they are congruent? Because by RHS congruency criteria. So these are the 4 congruency criteria. Okay. In textual exercises, sums, when we will do the sums, figures are given and you have to name the criteria. And somewhere criteria is given. आपको criteria दिया हुआ है RHS और आपको ये equal parts, जो भी parts equal है उसका नाम बताना है. So this whole chapter is about this only. Either you have to say the criteria or either you have to say the parts which are equal with the help of the figures. So this was the introduction video of this chapter. Hope you understood. Now in next video we will see the textual exercise of this chapter.